Good evening, you guys. Okay, I'm back. Back. I will be reviewing and showing you guys some products that I got from Man of Letters Etsy shop. Man of Letters, and uh, if y'all don't follow him on YouTube, y'all need to. Very, very good channel. So, Man of Letters also has an Etsy shop called Man of Letters Co. Company. So let me show you guys what I got. These are my favorite. The candles. I had already burned two of these already, and I like to burn them on plates because um, they look pretty on plates as well. So these smell so good. I know I see like lavender, and it's a very sweet smell. They're really pretty to also display because they look like roses and they look really cute on this little china plate. So I have this up here. I'm going to actually light this candle, but he sent me three and they smell so delicious. It's so sweet smelling, but also floral and herbal at the same time. It's like a perfect mix. And these are beeswax hand poured candles that he makes. So I'm going to put those in my candle drawer for later burning. And he also sent me this rosemary hydrosol spray. This is like when you make the oils. It's basically like rosemary water. You know how you have like rose water? Well, this is a rosemary water. You can spray your pillow with it, your sheets, your pajamas, your face. I'm gonna spray my face. It's like very rosemary-ish and like rosemary-ish. It's like a you can like mist yourself and refresh yourself with these. Smell herbal. I would also spray my pillows with these before I go to sleep too. This one is mugwort. This is good for spraying your pillow with before you go to sleep because mugwort actually helps you to remember your dreams, astral travel, and it just gets you into that sleep mode that you want to be in when you remember your dreams and things like that. So this is good for any type of dream work, dream journaling. And look how much you get. Ooh, this is a lot. This will last for a long time. And then he also sent me some sage oil, some forest sage oil, essential oil that he makes in his own distiller. And hey, y'all, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but the comments are coming in really slow. I'm not sure why, but don't know. So I'm going to test this essential oil out that he sent me. It smells really, ooh. So if you don't like burning sage and you want that sage smell, like in your house, if you get like one of these, oh shoot, diffusers. Hold on. You get one of these like diffusers for your oil. You can actually pour his oils in there, essential oils in there, and just have that smell going for the sage in your house. Hey. Yes, I love the smell of sage. And this is like, he made this and it's really nice on the skin too. And it's very potent and it's made with the sage that he, picked and put in his Alchemy set, his distiller. He shows videos with it. So really good, really nice. It's very sagey. It's not like that strong sage. It's like a real earthy, forest sage. Yes, okay, that's what he called it. And every time you order from him, he sends you one of these really nice personalized letters with like wax stamp on it and like a little plant or flower in his handwritten letter, which is very personalized. It's very nice. So in a lot of shops, you don't see these kinds of touches, which is really unique. I put all his information for his shop below. And of course, all of it came in this really cute burlap sack. So all the information below in the description box, you can find his shop on Etsy called Man of Letters Co. And if you use my code Ashira10, you can save 10% on your order. Ooh, you can save money. Another thing that he sells on his shop is this Man of Letters Dream Blend. Okay, now I put this in my tea because it's a little strong. Okay, so we're gonna have some tea. Okay, everybody get y'all teacups, and I will be doing some astral traveling this evening. Because the last time I took this, I woke up with some stuff on my mind. Okay, and I had been some places. So it looks like this. It's herbal. It's an herbal tincture, and all the information is on his website, on the Etsy store. And I love this labeling. This is really nice. Very simple and apothecary. He's not as dramatic as I am. Okay. Like I'm looking at my little jar and it's like, okay. See, I have like the plasma and stuff on mine, some colors. But this is very apothecary and masculine. I really like this. So I'm gonna put some in my teacup. Just like one dropper full, I think is enough. I might can take more depending on, like, to start with, I just take one dropper. So now I'm going to take my tea because I can't. I took it straight one time, and it's like taking a very bitter herbal tincture. So I have to mix mine with some tea, but there's no like sugar or honey in this tea, so it's not going to break down any of the herbs. So I'm going to go ahead and think it's peppermint tea, so it's going to be fine. It's still very potent because it is a tincture. So, Whew. I know I'm going to Dreamland tonight or Astral Travel or 9D or 8D or one of those. I'm going somewhere. I already know. Because, like I said, the last time I took those drops, I was gone. And he says that he actually mixed the gold, that my gold elixir and the dream drops together. And he said he had an interesting combination happen. So if y'all want to go find out what happened over there, you can ask him. Whew. So I guess tonight I'll drink this tea. I'll spray my pillowcase with this mugwort hydrosol. I'll light my candle. I'm gonna light this now. I'll light my candle that smells so good. Oh my god! And see where it takes me. Because yeah, it's nice. It's relaxing though. You're gonna go right to sleep. And then of course I'm gonna go ahead and take my melatonin as well because I take that before I go to sleep. And it also helps. Just so you don't wake up in the middle of the night or have trouble falling asleep. That melatonin is really good as well for other things that y'all know I talk about on my channel. So I'm going to move this back so I don't burn myself. But I love the smell of this. I had to remove the extra wax that when a candle burns out, how it just leaves like a little puddle of wax. I wanted to save this wax and put it in a wax burner because this candle smells so good. So that's what I did. Smells so good. And there's like lavender oil that he makes in here too. So everything is really hands-on, homemade by an alchemist. Okay, he is very into alchemy and all the hermetic mysteries and knowledge. So the energy that's in these oils, tinctures, candles, and such are good energies of someone with the knowledge, on the journey, um, so that's why I use his candles in my prosperity workings, because who better to get candles made from than an alchemist studying hermeticism to attract, doing candle workings through universal law and the base principles of hermeticism and alchemy, than having someone who understands it have their energy in the candle, you know? Um, so if you ever notice on my Thursday prosperity spells, those yellow candles, it's usually the one in the middle. I like to use his candle in the middle. That's the one I liked. I've had a ball, like a sphere. I've had the pyramid shape one, which I still have. And then I have the cylinder. hmm Um, hey y'all. Do I journal when I wake up? I used to, but I have kids and I have to get up and start moving around quick. So now I just like do a voice memo if it's something that I really want to remember. I'll do a quick voice memo or I'll type it in to my notes. So it depends on how much time I have, but I don't have time to actually sit down and journal. So I have to use my technology, but it's basically the same thing. Then I'll go back and analyze it later. So, a quick modern way to dream journal is just dream record. I saw your other video out and ended up not uploading. Yeah, YouTube was having a little bit of issues, or I don't know, but I just redid it because it wasn't loading. Sorry, y'all. Sorry if y'all clicked on that, but I'm here. You was just watching your video about symbolism. Good. I also feel like right before you go to bed, getting your comfortable clothes, light your little candle. You can mist your room or put your sage or whatever essential oil that you want to get from his shop or wherever you have on hand, and your little oil burner or oil diffuser. Just set the tone. Listen to some nice relaxing music. Drink some tea. Get in that mood. Have on comfortable clothes. Look like dress for the occasion. Sometimes I feel like dressing for the occasion will put you more in the mood to do something. That's why y'all see me always changing clothes. I got costumes. And like before I go to sleep or whatever, I'll sit down here. That's why I have this little area now, because it's right by my bed. I'll look at a book or I'll listen to a record or both at the same time. I'll light a candle, drink some tea. I have my little crystals and stuff here. I'm already feeling that tincture. And I'll just thumb through and I'll look at some symbols and read a few passages or read a book or whatever. And usually something that I read or pondered or was heavily thinking about, the answer or something profound usually comes to me right before I wake up in my dream state. I'll get some type of direction or answer to whatever I was researching or pondering. So try that if you want to go deeper into your studies, or, have more epiphanies or revelations, I call them, with this knowledge, because this knowledge is not meant to absorb all and just memorize it. It's meant to experience it in different aspects of your life, how to apply it to certain situations, how to fully understand it, and how to use it for your benefit. Okay, not just to understand what it is, but how to use it. So that's another thing. Okay. So I'm gonna put some more tea because I think I drank mine too quick, trying to mask that taste. So I'm gonna grab my mug. It is still strong. Yeah, I don't know if I should have taken that giant drop of. Come here, Sasha. Sit down. Sit down. What is this?
I don't know.
What is this, child? Or are you golf now?
I don't know. I don't know.
Let's see what you got on. You look golf. That's cute.
Yeah, I kind of like it. I like that I wear this like to school and stuff. I like you're on golf now.
I like the little streak.
Yeah, I like it too.
You really gonna wear that to school?
No, I'm not. I'd be like, I just clipped in my weave today. No.
Well, at least you're having fun. Did you want this?
No.
Okay.
I
Close the door. Thank you. She actually kind of looked cute. I was like, that's a good idea. Anyway, so what was I talking about before I was interrupted? Oh, I wanted to show y'all my new selenite wand. Look what I got. Well, it's not really a wand. It could be. So I got this to set up here. I also have a palm, a selenite to go in your palm. These are to attract higher energies. So these are also good to handle before you go to sleep. Yeah, y'all. I want to also show you guys this really pretty candle holder. Look at that. It's a tea light holder. Oops. Isn't this beautiful? If you've ever heard of a store called Earthbound, they have some in the malls sometimes. This is from Earthbound. Isn't that awesome? And I also got this giant crystal. This one's from Brazil. I got this at Earthbound as well. Yeah, y'all. I purchased the bottle to come to me oil online. Is that safe to use? I guess. I mean, I don't know where you bought it from. I'm sure they wouldn't sell it if it wasn't safe. You mean health-wise? I'm pretty sure it's not going to kill you. Oh, and here's another stone that's really good for astral travel. This is called apophyllite. And you see how it's like shaped like this? Like a pyramid. I used to sleep with it or meditate with it. Not really meditate, but like lay with it on my forehead before I go to sleep. And then I'd put it like under my pillow or in like a little sack of and put it under my pillow. But this stone is really good for astral travel. It helps to amplify amplify. It doesn't make you astral travel. It amplifies what you already have, the ability to already, you know. I'm just dropping it. I need to add that to my crystal collection. Yeah. Oddly, malls don't really have metaphysical shops. This one does. There's spell books in there. It's crazy. It's like a witchcraft store in the mall. Earthbound. I usually don't really shop there because I have my own shop online, and I can order my own supply at wholesale prices. But I was at the mall and I didn't see this anywhere on my shop or online. So I really wanted this. This is the main thing that I bought. And this was so cheap. I bought it because it was on sale. So you really don't shop there too much, but they had some good prices because everything was on clearance. That's where I got this really pretty necklace from as well. Yeah. Usually this time of year, all the stores are trying to get rid of their inventory so they don't have to pay taxes on them before the 31st. So if you go like probably today or tomorrow, you'll see like a huge clearance sale in, most places or even online. They're trying to get rid of it. So it's a really good time to get some stuff. Oh, yeah. And once you get in your, relaxation mode, you just get in the bed and play some nice music or put your oil diffuser on and let your candle, well, if you're like don't like leaving candles burning because you have like kids or cats or whatever, blow it out first. Um, but just fall asleep and go with the I have also a sound machine that makes the sounds of the ocean or rain or crickets or whatever. That's also good to take you away, into La La Land. So I would recommend that. And I feel like by making it almost like a ritual or almost sacred or almost magical, that you'll also close the door. You'll also enjoy the experience and look forward to doing it again and again until you're having good astral travel, until you're getting to that point where it's very easy, because not everyone's going to do it on the first try. Not everybody's going to do it for years or months, but once you get there,
Can I join you?
it's a beautiful experience. Come on now, here. What you got on? All black? You didn't change clothes?
Yes, without getting anything on my body.
Sasha's goth today. So what's your goth name?
Sasha. I think Sasha's already goth.
You have to hide the track, Sasha. Let me help you.
I don't know how to hide it.
I will teach you. So, Sasha.
Yeah.
Let's ask a child. Sasha, do you like this really pretty candle? It's like a flower.
Yeah, it looks like
a rose.
Sunflower.
It's like more like a rose, but it looks like a sunflower because it's yellow. But it smells good. Doesn't it smell like a lavender tea?
Yes, and it smells horrible.
Well, no, it doesn't. It smells good.
I hate tea.
She doesn't like tea. It smells like lavender, and she hates tea. She will not get near tea. But that's the only reason she said it smells horrible, because she hates tea. To me, this smells like lavender, sweet. It does smell like a lavender tea. That's all I drink is tea and water and coffee. So, look, sage oil. You know how you burn sage? Smell this. Instead of burning it, you can just use the oil and put it in the diffuser. It smells just like it. Yes, it does. And then it is very strong. That's why it's gonna work. Oh, mugwort. This, if you spray this on your pillow, you'll be in la la land and dreamland.
La, la, la.
And then this is the rosemary spray. It smells good. I sprayed my face with it.
I feel so weird.
To set my makeup.
I feel so weird.
Rosemary is good for your face. It tightens your pores.
It does.
Mm-hmm. See, it looks better now. You have to put it over your eye. So the mugwort, yes. I haven't. Let me smell this mugwort because I haven't sprayed this. Let me spray it. Ooh,
What's
it
it
smells just like if you were burnt to. It's like. Do you remember when we burned mugwort in my upstairs and the whole thing got real smoky and then we went to sleep and had like a really deep sleep?
Yeah.
This is that. Instead of burning it, it's sprayed. I need to try mugwort. Yes, I saw some Palo Santo spray today. I have the stick. I want to get the spray. Oh, okay. Cool. So, how do you feel about crystals? My favorite thing right now is Palo Santo. Yes, I have some upstairs. Sometimes I burn that when I do my prosperity ritual. How you like that name? Yeah, Sasha. Sasha's funny. You want to talk about anything? Any dreams you have lately? You want to talk about dreams? Because I'm doing a video on all the candles, the dream tincture, the dream drops, the mugwort spray, and the sage. So like getting in the mood to go to sleep.
I have
and
been
have
like
good
dreaming
dreams.
of complete blackness, or I be like slept and then felt like I just woke up after.
You've been dreaming of complete blackness?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Or I don't remember my dreams.
oh, but you used to.
I used to.
Well, maybe this mugwort spray will get you back into the game. We'll see. We'll keep you updated if Sasha dreams tonight. Do I have any tips on lucid dreaming? The only time I ever lucid dream is when
What is that?
it's when you start controlling what happens in your dream. When I did not want to die in my dream, I saved my own life, by changing the ending. It's almost like you have to become the author of your dream. If you don't like the way it's going, you must rewrite it mid-dream in your mind. It's almost like, okay, I don't like where this situation is going. So cut, and then redo the whole scene. Once you do that, the dream after that will go exactly how you direct it, because then at that given moment you stop being the actor and you become the director. Okay, it's just like the movies. So you ever did that before, Sasha? Not yet.
Only once, but I don't remember the dream.
I think you have to be so upset or afraid of what is to come that you stop the dream and redirect it. So sometimes nightmares are for that very reason, to get you to actually stop your dream and redirect it. So if you find yourself having a lot of nightmares, it could be the opportunity to start lucid dreaming. Okay, because if you're having nightmares, you can stop all of those things by like saying, nope, this is not how it needs to end, or cut, or I'm not going to die in this way. I'm going to wake up. You just start saying what you want to happen, and that's what's going to happen. Just start thinking what you want to happen instead. So, for example, my dream when I started lucid dreaming, I always used to dream that I would drive off of the overpass of the freeway, like in a bad accident. And I would have these dreams many times. And then one time, while I was flying over the overpass in the car, I was like, you know what? I'm going to be one of the luckiest people ever to survive one of these kind of crashes. I'm going to wake up in the hospital with nothing wrong with me. And then I woke up in the hospital in my dream and started walking around. Then everything else after that moment, I said in the dream was going to happen happened. So it's kind of like taking full control of your dream and changing the ending. And then in real life, when you wake up, it's you do the same thing, and that's how people are real successful with manifesting. It's like a lucid dream, except now you're in you think what your waking life is, and now you're just manifesting it, saying what you want to happen, and then it happening. At dream time doesn't exist, but in this reality, the way that we function as a society, we live under a rule of time. But in dream world, we don't live under any rules of time. So it's going to happen faster and immediately in your dreams. But in this waking world, we have to use time and consider time when we manifest or want to change our lives. We know it's not going to happen in an instant. Sometimes it happens in a few minutes or an hour, but it's not going to happen like in your lucid dream. That's just practice, right? So, yeah, Sasha's playing. She's golf today. Mhm. Another way to remember your dreams is before you go to sleep to say, "I'm going to remember my dreams tonight." You're subconsciously programming your mind to remember them.
Okay.
So you got to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think I have to consciously say that when I'm really trying to remember them, but most of the time I do. hmm And then as soon as you wake up, you have to like tell somebody. If you repeat it, you'll remember it, or you can like use the voice memo on your phone and record it. So you don't have to. It's like if you wanted to. Basic question: Do you dream really have? Do dreams really have significance? Of course, everything has a reason. Like it's your subconscious mind speaking to you. You just decode it and get the message. Dreams speak in symbols. That's why every time you try to decode a dream, you look for the main symbols in your dream and then you decode the symbols. That's why symbolism is so important because you can decode dreams with them. Um, do you have a reoccurring dream, Sasha, that you keep dreaming over and over and over? Not yet. Probably too young. Um, so very, very well. Had them twice, but first, what?
I keep thinking about earthquakes for some reason.
The language of the subconscious symbol. You keep thinking about earthquakes.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think about earthquakes? All the time? At home? At school?
At home.
What do you think about them?
I think of just the ground cracking.
Mm-hmm. Well, who knows? I'm sure there's going to be earthquakes. Hopefully not bad ones, but I don't have recurring dreams like ever. What does dreaming of deep pools mean? Look up pools in your symbolic or on Google, symbolic meaning of deep pools or pools. I'm not interpreting dreams. That's for you guys to do. Why? Because that's what gets you to the next level of your spiritual journey. Taking your power into your own hands. Okay. Like, if you know how to do something, why would you ask someone else how to do it? To do it for you. You know what I'm saying? When the whole journey is yours. Um, mhm. This book is really good. The 100, The Secrets of the Universe, 100 Symbols book. I like it because it's a nice book. It has pictures. It goes into depth. It's like in categories and stuff like that. Like, remember this, Sasha? Remember you told me about this and didn't even read it? The P cross.
Planet X.
She said this meant Planet X, and it does. And she just looked at it and said it. I'm like, how did you get that? And look, it's called the Chiro.
It calls.
It called to you? Let me show you another symbol and see if you can guess what it means. Or maybe if you're close. Oh, how about a flower? Let's do flowers since we're on tinctures and florals. Okay, Sasha. Now, I haven't read all these to you before. How about which one? Okay, I'll let you pick it. Go ahead.
This is the Lilith flower because it says lily.
Mm-hmm. That's marigold. What does that make you think of? The marigold.
You mean the picture?
Mm-hmm.
It makes me think of the sun.
The sun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me read what's it. Herb of the sun. It really does say that. Herb of the sun. The flower has always been associated with solar power. Okay.
Really? I guessed it.
Did you read that?
No.
Okay, because the letters are really small.
It's like too small for me to read. I had to get up close like that to read it.
What about the chrysanthemum? I'm gonna cover up the words. This purple one. It could be any color, but what do you think about this?
Looks weird. Very weird.
Don't be afraid to be wrong. Just whatever comes to your mind.
A dress. It looks like a dress.
A dress. Okay. But do you really think a flower would mean a dress?
No.
Spiritually? Okay. So I'll give you one more time. What does it make you feel?
Sad. I don't know why.
Sad. It's associated with longevity, wealth, and happiness.
Oof.
It's also disguised as a beggar and taken in by a poor family. The next morning, 2 white chrysanthemums was found in the door. These flowers are often on display on Christmas Eve.
Oof. It gave me sadness, but it meant happiness.
Yeah.
Sad.
It was taken in as by poor family, and then it bloomed white. Mm-hmm. Well, maybe that's because you're goth. Maybe that's why you feel sad.
Excuse me.
Yeah. You love purple. Then, okay. I wish I had friends like you, Ashira, where we sit and discuss stuff. That's what me and Sasha do. Because we don't have any friends to sit and discuss things with. Like, well, we teach each other, actually. You gonna go read it? Okay. YouTube is weird today, you guys. It's acting strange. I think maybe it's because of the bad weather, the freezing weather, or they're updating again. I don't know.
The sacrifice.
Y'all. The sacrifice. Where's that stuff? Okay. Y'all, this Man of Letters Dream Blend. If I don't know, I know I'm gonna have some profound dreams drinking this stuff because this is powerful. This stuff is powerful. Every time I take a sip, I'm like, I think I was only supposed to take 2 drops, and I put a whole dropper in. So I'm probably gonna come back with like a whole book. I'm gonna write a whole new book coming back from this astral travel. Oh yeah, a different angle. The sun shifting.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, we did shift. That's another thing. When you learn how to, well, not learn, but when you finally lucid dream, you'll also be able to shift your consciousness as well. And when enough people are able to lucid dream, shift their consciousness, and manifest very successfully, that's when you're going to start seeing, well, now you are seeing a lot of these shifts happening because a lot of people are now coming out of religion and back into the old ways, back into, herbals, tinctures, alchemy, universal law, understanding that how things work as above, so below, as within, so without. All these, ancient mystery teachings are now coming back in mainstream, and people aren't being, religiously persecuted anymore for practicing these type of things, because now people are taking control back of their lives, and instead of studying, religion or a deity as a separate being or entity, now it's all going back inside of self and discovering that we are part of the source. So it's not looking outward, but more of a inward look at self to become more wise. And then surrounding yourself with like-minded people, even if it's online. And I would almost say graduating from old thought and old religion and old, dogmas and old, beliefs that no longer are helpful. But now we're learning or relearning, I should say, and keeping it going in the correct direction now. It was oh yeah, y'all are talking about the moon. Uh-huh. The moon has shifted, or we've shifted again because now the moon looks different. Y'all, this whole polar shift thing is really happening. I mean, it's not like the scientists wrote about it. The scientists don't have any idea what they're talking about. First of all, a polar shift has nothing to do with science. It has most to do with consciousness. So while scientists try to figure out why the Earth's magnetic North Pole is shifting, um, there's a lot of things that aren't being said, you know. So the whole point is make sure you don't only follow one thing and you understand that everything has a spiritual side to it, especially this weather. hmm Didn't I tell y'all about Chicago? Didn't I tell y'all that was a special place? Um, didn't I tell you guys? So they said it's colder there than it is in Antarctica, or it feels colder there than it is in Antarctica. Close the door, Sasha. Thanks. So understand that this is part of the spiritual, I don't know, shift. It's going to be freezing there tomorrow in NJ. Y'all better stay indoors, because I was just on Facebook and I saw um, this person post something with frostbitten hands, and it was just really bad looking. So if you don't wear gloves, don't go outside. Um, you're in Illinois and it says it feels like -20. It's cold in Houston. Now that's cold. But y'all want to hear something weird? So we're in the same time zone as Chicago, right? She done stole my phone again. That's why she left. And she has her own phone. She likes two phones because she can do videos using my phone and then use the music. So it's gonna be like 77 degrees here tomorrow. Like tomorrow. We're in the same time zone as Chicago. Um, Isn't that crazy? And then it was like 30 something degrees this morning. Hmm. It is insane. And that's why it's like we're used to this in Texas though, like what in Houston anyway, because this is how our weather is all the time. It's like one day it's cold, one day it's hot. We don't have like it's a surprise when we wake up. Do you guys think there are different types of shadow people? Um, there's different type of every type of people. Right. But I feel like I feel like the sky in Houston was totally blocked today with clouds, and Layla, among all people, Layla pointed out that there were three light sources behind these clouds. Three light sources behind these clouds. And I was like, yeah, I see it. And one of the signs of the major shift is three suns in the sky, but the sky was completely covered today. And I was like, that's why they're spraying all these clouds extra, extra, extra today because there was three sources of light. So, um, that's another sign of the shift. The three suns, yeah. The clouds are blocked in Georgia too. The rest of the sky will be clear. Whether the sun, yep, it's always like a bunch of clouds right by the sun. They just and usually they just do it over the sun, but today they did it like wide, just by the sun. It was like three light sources. I don't know. They do that every month because I think certain days of the month you can see a lot of things out at the same time, and it's not normal. And it would alarm a lot of people because the earth has shifted. And so when the earth shifts, you'll see different things in the sky that's not supposed to be there at the same time. So they tend to block it out. And it's weird how this someone said in Georgia they did the same thing. Here they did the same thing, and probably in other places we're having similar weather nationwide, except for that super freezing. But as far as clouds in the sky and wind, it's everywhere. Um, yeah, because they're blocking it. That's the sun. They're blocking it. Um, they the sun does shine right through the clouds, and but right around sunset is when they spray the most because I don't know what you can see in the sky at that time, but they spray it a lot around sunset. Hmm. Mm. Donald Trump made a post about Midwest weather, and at the end, he said, "Please come back fast. We need you." I think he was talking about the global warming, how people wanted, to fund global warming research, and he was saying that it's not real. That global warming is not real, which is true. It's not real. It's notice how they started calling it climate change instead of global warming again, because it's not something that's real. Global warming is not real. It is a shift. It is a purposeful conscious shift as well as technology is also involved. So it's not global warming. Hmm. The Big Dipper is almost facing down. Yeah, I noticed that too. I was looking at the stars the other night and I noticed the Big Dipper looks, first of all, it looks closer. Second of all, it's the Big Dipper spilling because it's like upside down. It's like it's supposed to be like this, right? It's like this. The Big Dipper is supposed to be like this. Like the Big Dipper is like a pot or a cup with a handle on it. It's supposed to be like this, but it's like this, like vertical. So, right, that's not normal. And most people, it's sad that they think that most people aren't noticing this. Constellations, people that look up at the sky. Um, that's why they gave you all these apps and phones so you don't look at the sky. Like I think most people that are younger, like 10 years younger than me, they don't even really remember looking up at the sky at night, like in your backyard, or having like a little camp out in your backyard in a tent when you were kids. But since if y'all need a gadget, this is like a little mini planetarium. If you light it up, it'll light your ceiling up like the stars at night. Since. And let's see if I can find the Big Dipper. Um. Anyway, there's a Little Dipper and a Big Dipper. I think this is it right here. It's kind of hard to see in this lighting. Did I just lose it? Well, anyway, I just lost it. But you can see they have these like little toys. You can buy them online or in the like educational section of a like, toy store or whatever. It's cool to have for your kids. But most people don't remember what the constellations look like because they never looked up at the sky. Hmm. Yep, the moon looks different now. I always looked as a child. Good for you, Black Empress. I think most people that have that interest would look, but most people don't have that interest anymore. Hmm. Use a sky map. Not too sure how accurate it is, but I like that too. Yeah, it glows in the dark too. Um, so I'm feeling really relaxed, like I'm ready to go to bed. So I don't know if I'm going to be much more lively after this, but I feel like I'm tired. That I think I took way too many of these dream drops. Ooh. Hmm. Can you charge your crystals? You can charge them in the sun, because that's all the moon is. It's the sun reflecting off of it. You know. Um, so just wait for the morning. Stick them outside. Yeah, the star and moon apps, those could be changed though. It's always best to look up and remember or look up on a star map from a long time ago before it was altered. Hmm. You've been extremely sleepy for the past few days. That's because we just shifted again. I didn't think we were going to shift again until February, but oh, I wish Sasha hadn't taken my phone. But when certain people, you know, are um, triggered emotionally, that energy. Now that the the holes in the ozone, I'll just call it, are open, those energies and those emotions and those frequencies are met much faster. You know what I'm saying? And um, that's what helps cause the shifts. So just make sure, yeah, we shifted because right after that, right after that MJ story hit, we shifted because the MJ has millions, maybe billions of fans. So who knows? Hmm. I felt so lifted when I woke up this morning. Yesterday was rough. Yeah, I think I've started taking my melatonin, and so I've been sleeping really good. Hmm. So y'all, I love my little setup. Um, I think I'm actually going to spray my whole sheet with this rosemary. It smells good. It's like fresh. I'm using this for facial spray. It's like you can feel it like tightening the pores. Mm. Um, what what about dream drops? Oh, dream drops. Man of Letters sells these dream drops on his Etsy, which I did link below in the description box. And you can get a discount if you use my code Ashira10. It's down there in the description box. He has a whole Etsy store where he sells candles, these dream drops, his own essential oils that he makes, um, these floral and herbal hydrosols, which I will be using on my face. I will use the mugwort on my pillow for good dreams, but I'm using this rosemary on my face. um, and the sage, this forest sage essential oil is going to go on my diffuser. And you can kind of cleanse your room of all the negative, um, vibrations and energies by putting this in your like little. You can even do it in an oil burner. You can put it on your skin. I'll put some on me, or you can put it in like a little oil diffuser and go ahead and let it um, get into the air. Because a lot of people can't burn sage, or they're allergic to smoke or something like that. So that's a really good way to do the sage. What stone is this? This is lapis lazuli. This stone is really good against any type of negative energies. Um, so really like this ring. This is by Brighton. This is one of my favorite jewelry makers. Um, so every like a lot of the necklaces, the silver, a lot of the silver that I wear is by Brighton. hmm They use a lot of cool spiritual things as well in their jewelry making. hmm Right. I'll need that to deal with the people after the ATL Super Bowl. You, man, y'all see how mellow I just got from those drops? Like, I really feel like I'm doing ASMR now. Like, I feel really mellow, like really mellow. Um, I need to liven myself back up. Some candy. Y'all like my cute little candy jar? You are magical. With my Mike and Ike. Um, I'm really gonna be going to sleep after this. I just missed my mouth. Oh, look what else I got. I've been listening to the Man of Letters audiobook of the Kabbalion. And I wanted the hard copy. So I went and bought it. I had never read it. He told me to read it, and I was like, yes. How did I miss this? But I had already read the Emerald Tablets, and I feel like if you read this first, you'll understand the Emerald Tablets a lot better. But I read the Emerald Tablets first, so this was very easy. This was easy to read after reading the Emerald Tablets and trying to decode that. So if you want to read this first, you'll be happy because it's not too much to decode. It's just written straight up, and it goes into universal law. So it teaches you straight up universal law. 7 Hermetic principles. What is it called? Principle of mentalism. This is good to have, and I love how it's like bound, a bound book. And then I have my little bookmark that I got for Christmas years ago from one of my kids. They probably got it at the Dollar Tree. That's okay. I'm gonna need 2 more and I'm done. Yeah. Written by whom? The 3 initiates. That's who's written by. This is old. That's what they call themselves. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Miss Sandy sent me this wonderful book as a gift. I just looked at this in my other book. The symbol. This is The Beginner's Guide to Constructing the Universe, the Mathematical Archetypes of Nature, Art, and Science. A Voyage from 1 to 10 by Michael S. Schneider. So she sent me this book. I got this in the mail and I was like, wow, I didn't know I ordered a book. It was a gift. So it has all these drawings and descriptions, and it goes into mathematics, sacred geometry, science. And it gives you like a metaphysical understanding. This is what they should be teaching in school, because I think if students knew what geometry was, they would want to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Talks about love among atoms. How love is a energy. So it kind of it gives like simple explanations and scientific explanations, metaphysical, spiritual explanations behind a lot of different things. I haven't really read too much, but it breaks down like frequencies, science, patterns, Fibonacci sequence, all this good stuff. The geometry of music. It even goes into music if you're a musician. So here are the music notes and the sacred geometry. So it's just a lot, you know. You just have to really get into this one day. It goes into all the statues and symbolism behind the crown and the numbers on the, I see the Statue of Liberty up here, and then it shows uh, these different goddesses. Goddess Shishet, or seven, represents an enlightened being crowned with seven rays. And then, of course, you have the Statue of Liberty. Native American mask as well up there. Ooh, this is interesting right here. So this one talks about the horizon. And interesting. The 9 worlds, the 9 mysteries, the sun, and such, the horizon. So I'm pretty sure this is going to have some type of information. Okay. Trying to see if there's anything about a shift. No. Maybe if I read it, I'll probably find something to go with it. But they have all these like number squares and how to find, I don't know, it's really scientific and mathematical. But it looks like a really good, what is it? Ooh. So this tells you how the spectrum works and how there's a rainbow formed, and the light from the sun, how it creates light and arcs, the arc angle or the arch angle or the archangel or the arc angle or the arc angle. So it kind of breaks down all the metaphysics and science so that you can kind of see what it all really means. And how they hide certain things in artwork. You have to be able to find the angles to find the secrets. That's why the symbol for the Masons is a compass and square, so that you can find these angles and then find the information. There's a lot of artwork, a lot of hidden messages are in a lot of alchemy pictures and artworks done by like Leonardo da Vinci and stuff like that. So you'll just find a lot of stuff hidden if you understand angles and perception and, you know, the sacred geometry of things. So I'm not going to be on here long because I'm getting tired now. I'm sleepy. These drops work. I haven't even taken my melatonin yet, and I'm sleepy. So I'm going to let y'all go. But thank y'all for tuning in, and I hope that y'all will check out his Etsy store and see what you can find on there. Like I said, he was nice enough to give y'all a code to save 10%. Ashira 10 is a code, and he'll send you one of these really nice letters with a little flower, which is a really cool touch. So you'll go check out that store. Also, my information for other things, if you have questions about my things, are also below in the description box. What's the name of this book? This book, I'm going to hold it up, and you need to take a screenshot, because this is a long title. I'll just hold it up for a little while. You got it? You getting hungry? You better go eat. Okay, you got it? Great. This was a gift. Thank you, Sandy. Miss Sandy. She has a YouTube channel too. It's S Hicks. She sent me that. So y'all go check her out. S. Hicks, HICKS. You're having a good evening. Sweet dreams, y'all. It's in the description box. I'm gonna go read some more. Nice to see you too. I'm glad you're reading. Get your witch on. Get your alchemist on. Get your spiritualist on. Get your witch on. Get your whatever on. Get your hermit. Get your everything on. You know, get your third eye on. Open it up. Get your science on. Get your philosophy on. Get your alchemist on. Get your witch on. Get your sorcerer on. Get your wizard on. Get your hermeticism on. Get your conjure on. What else? Get your tea on. Get your divine on. Get your warlock on. What else? Get. I'm not gonna say get your religion on, but get your spiritualism on. If your religion doesn't allow you to be spiritual with no limits, it's not gonna be good for you. No limits. You said those drops work, Birdman? Yeah, I'm gonna put these up. I'm really just trying to get the there. I'm trying to make I should have put honey or some type of sweetener. I'm really trying to make this sweet, a little bit sweeter. It's funny how I won't drink tea with sweetener in it, but I will eat candy. That's crazy, right? No, I like my tea non-sweet. But then I'm gonna sit up here and eat a bunch of Mike and Ike's. All right. I'll see y'all later. I'm actually leaving now. I was supposed to be gone about 5 minutes ago. But I just wanted to say goodbye without a full mouth of candy. So hold on a second. Well, you know what? My phone is right here. Poor Sasha. I accused her of taking my phone. She didn't even take it. All right. Good night, y'all. I just wanted to set Sasha's name clear. She did not take my phone. She was innocent the whole time. I jumped to conclusions. So thank y'all for tuning in. Let me know what you think about lucid dreaming. Let me know what you think about astral travel. Let me know what y'all think about taking supplements, drops, melatonin, spraying mugwort, burning mugwort to enhance your, sleep or dream state. If you've tried it before, what was your experiences? And just maybe by commenting that, like, I guess when this video's over or in there, it can help someone else, maybe. So thank y'all so much, and I'll see y'all another time, maybe tomorrow. Bye.